Hey everyone, me Kevin here. Tesla reports earnings tomorrow, and in this video I'm going to provide a warning on what needs to happen for Tesla stock to move and break out tomorrow, which if it does break out tomorrow, well, that would be a really awesome birthday present because my birthday is in 2 days, which you should definitely take advantage of that coupon code down below for the amazing birthday coupon where you could join me on the courses for building your wealth and join me on the awesome live streams we do every day. The market is open to help you build your wealth in real estate, stocks, and answer your questions. Check that out down below. But for now, let's talk about Tesla. What is it going to take for Tesla's price to move, either up or down? Am I going to buy? Am I going to sell? What am I going to do? Many of you know that Tesla is my biggest position. And it wasn't on accident either. I kept adding to this stock a lot over the last 2 to 3 years, and I'm really excited about Tesla. So let's see, what is it gonna take to move the needle here? In my opinion, there are 7 things that we want to pay attention to when it comes to Tesla. And these are going to affect Tesla's stock in various different ways. Wall Street's going to have certain expectations, and Wall Street's going to be looking for certain things, and I'm going to be looking for certain things. But the big thing is what is going to move Tesla's share price. And it might not be what we expect. Usually we think with Tesla or any company that, oh, you know, it's gonna be earnings per share, some sort of massive beat to basically the bottom line. I don't think that's going to be what's going to move the Tesla needle. Let's go ahead and instead talk about what those things are, and there are 7 of them. First, I want to start by showing you this chart right here. Take a look at this. This is from Investopedia, and it shows Tesla's price action after earnings. So here is Q1 2020 earnings, or what happened afterwards. You can see the stock actually went up after earnings briefly, and then we had a little bit of a flat period and then a run up. But it actually stayed relatively flat. If we average this out, we didn't really get any sustained price action after earnings from the first quarter release in 2020, which would have actually been Q4 2019. That was right here. So we didn't get much there. Same thing actually over here when we released Q1 2020 data, right in the pandemic here. The stock stayed pretty dang flat, and it wasn't until the summer that we really got a run up, which is pretty far removed from earnings. And again, when we reported Q2 earnings, the stock fell and stayed flat until we got a different catalyst and again moved the stock up to Battery Day, which promptly crashed the stock also. But the stock did actually stay sustained higher after Battery Day. We had sort of a new support level for Tesla after Battery Day. And then we had our Q3 earnings, and Tesla did nothing and went down a little bit. And it wasn't until the S&P 500 inclusion and the stock split that we saw Tesla basically go to the moon. So you can see when it comes to Tesla earnings, we don't usually get the actual earnings being a catalyst. So I do not expect anything massively different from Tesla here. Thank you, Investopedia, for putting that together. But there are some things that could end up moving the needle, and maybe this time could be different. So let's talk about the 7 things that can make a difference. Number 1, so important, folks. Vehicle margin. This is the absolute number 1 needle mover for basically any of the electric vehicle manufacturers. Every time I do an earnings breakdown, Tesla margin is what matters. This is the needle mover. This is where we want to pay attention. In the second quarter, Tesla had a margin setback due to COVID last year. Much of that was recovered in the third, but what we want to see is not just a recovery to prior margin levels, we want to see an outbreak. We want to, or a breakout, I should say, a totally new margin threshold. When earnings come out, we are going to see this upload on the Tesla website. We want to get the slide deck. Then we're going to zoom in over here, and we're going to take this gross profit figure of Q4, whatever it ends up being. Right now in Q3, it's $2,063,000,000. So from that, you are going to minus the regulatory credits, which are right here, the zero emission electric vehicle credits. Go ahead and subtract off whatever those credits are. That's going to get you $1,666. Now divide that by the total revenue, which is this number right here, and you're going to get a percentage. In this case, you have a margin, a vehicle margin of 21.88%. You could do the same thing and kind of compare to the other ones here. So for example, one to the left here, what we're going to do is we're going to take that gross profit minus 428. That's 839. Divide that by 5179. That gives us only 16% over here, right? That number, we want to see big growth, and we want to start seeing this number approach 25% post-COVID. That is post-COVID adjustment quarter, because this was the big COVID adjustment quarter. That's why margin was like so low once you took out the energy credits. But anyway, we want to see that margin blow up. If we subtract this and we start approaching a sustained like 23, 24%, this stock is going to go to the moon. If we hit 25% and we start consistently getting 25% gross margin without the vehicle credits, this stock will probably be relentlessly unstoppable. Like people think, Tesla's expensive, the run already happened. The run will only begin, because there are so many doubters when it comes to Tesla's margin right now and their ability to be profitable. Pay attention to that margin. It is going to be huge. Okay, the second thing to pay attention to, and I expect that one to go up. Like that should be a really juicy number. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. My prediction, just gonna put a prediction out there right now, is to me, there should be no reason why it's not more than 22%. I would be very impressed by something that's over 24%. That would be like that would update new Chinese sale figures. They've got a lot of regulatory credits over there as well, but it's cheaper to manufacture these things in China. They're using cheaper batteries over there. That could actually move the stock pretty well. So if we see that, it could be a stock mover. It could be very exciting. The second potential needle mover, solar megawatts deployed. A lot of people, they'll look at these charts and they'll go like, why is it that Tesla's solar deployments have been going straight down? And they use that as an excuse for not buying Tesla. They're like, I don't know. It seems like whatever Tesla touches dies. It just does, like the quality must not be there. Or maybe everybody who wants solar has already gotten solar. No. That's not what's happening at all. What's happening is Tesla bought Solar City. Solar City was a garbage company that would go door knocking, door to door, and pushing power purchase agreements and solar leases down people's throats that locked them into 20-year contracts. It was horrible. Yeah, they deployed a lot of solar, but they deployed a lot of solar scammels. In fact, I made a YouTube video on that, and you could YouTube it. Meet Kevin Solar Scammels. It'll explain what the whole PPA and the leases are and how they're garbage. Elon Musk got rid of all that and said, you know what, we're just gonna do cancel anytime, super cheap solar leases. In fact, if you wanna see how you could get solar for $60 a month and you could have a whole solar system installed in your house for $60 a month, like you're pretty much going to make more money than that wherever solar is available and where it does make sense, where the sun is shining. Go to the Tesla referral link down below and you'll get some free money when you sign up for Tesla. Or if you wanna buy a car, you'll get some free mileage and supercharging. Check out that link down below and you'll see more details, or go to metkevin.com/Tesla. But most importantly right here is the market does not understand this transition that happened at Tesla. Tesla basically gutted the solar program. A lot of people, and I hear a lot of people talk about Tesla, they look at Tesla and they're like, oh, well, Tesla's just getting to scale with the solar glass roof. That's the reason their money went, their megawatts deployed went down. No, it's because they took a crappy service, gutted it, and transformed it, and they introduced a game changer to the market. Yes, the solar roof is going to be great, but we're going to see megawatts deployed skyrocket with or without that solar roof. The solar roof is still a little pricey. I ain't installing solar roofs. If I would be throwing money away right now, I think, if I were doing a solar roof. I don't think we're at that cost parity just yet. But those solar leases, yes. And cancel them anytime. Really great way to be able to get people into the Tesla brand, then sell them a car, and then sell them batteries. It's freaking unbelievable. It's really, really good. So, in my opinion, I would not be surprised that we see solar storage and solar deployments go up, but the big profit driver here is seeing solar storage, or I should say energy storage, shoot up. That might be one to look for, and they've got another slide deck for that. Or another page in the slide deck for that. So pay attention over here in the slide deck. You're going to see this. You'll see solar deployed in megawatts, but then you'll also see solar or energy storage deployed in megawatt hours. And go over to Q4 of that section, and I would not be shocked to see this number skyrocket. 759 megawatts, it would be awesome if we could get that over a gigawatt hour. That would be amazing. That would mean we have enough Powerwalls deployed in 1 quarter that we got a gigawatt of energy storage out there. And I just like saying gigawatts. I think it's really cool. No, I don't know. But that is going to be another thing that has some huge potential. It'd be nice to get some more insights as well on energy margin. So we'll see if energy margin improves, depending on what they disclose to us. But solar deployed, storage deployment, it's going to be an underdog. I don't think that, I think the expectations are that Tesla's just not going to perform in the energy sector, and Wall Street just is not valuing it. So if we see a breakthrough in in energy storage products deployed and in panels deployed, that could begin to become a needle mover. I don't think we're going to see it yet because I think Wall Street's going to be really late to the game at realizing that, oh my gosh, Tesla's also a really good energy company. I wouldn't be surprised if it takes another year before we really start seeing that breakthrough in energy for solar, but I kid you not, it is coming. It is coming. And that is a reason to be in Tesla. To me, it's the best energy play that exists right now. Next to, of course, Enphase. I really like Enphase, but I invest in Enphase as like the competitor to Tesla, like the best competitor to Tesla. Okay, number 3, will new products be a needle mover? So Elon Musk is going to get asked about the Cybertruck, the semi-truck, the Model S Plaid, and the Roadster. Personally, I don't think we're going to hear any kind of needle-moving information out of any kind of hopium that we get about these vehicles. That's because we are waiting for the new gigafactories to get built that actually have the capacity to build these vehicles. Now, Kato, a factory they already have, does produce the new 4680 cells that are going to be used in the Tesla Model S Plaid, but Elon already gave us guidance that he doesn't expect Model S Plaids to really be delivering until the end of 2021. I don't see that moving up. And even if they did say, hey, instead of the cars delivering in December, we're going to deliver them in October, I don't think it's going to be a needle mover. Cybertruck and semi-truck, we're really waiting for the Gigafactory at Austin and Berlin to start getting like actually up and running, which they're not even done being built yet. And the Roadster, I think, is a 2024-25 project. So I don't know that we're going to hear anything out of these right now. It is possible we could, and this could be a needle mover. It is possible we'll hear something about reservations for maybe the Model Y in China or the Cybertruck here in America. That, depending on where those reservations fall, Wall Street likes reservations. Those could be needle movers, but in terms of timeline, I think we're going to get nothing but hopium on that, and I certainly don't expect the market is going to really care much about Elon going, yeah, hey, we're excited to get a semi out, 2022 or 2023, or Cybertruck, yeah, late 2021, early 2022. We'll see, but we already know those things, and Wall Street really cares about things that we don't know. So I don't think those will be needle movers. Instead, number 4, what could actually be a needle mover is a real update on the gigafactories. So there are a few different updates we could get here. The first update is we'll learn a little bit more, hopefully, about the progress for Tesla Berlin and Tesla Austin in terms of where they sit. The Tesla Giga Berlin has already suffered numerous delays, and if Elon pushes back the release dates of these factories, the stock could react. The stock could actually react negatively to that. If they match their timelines or their expectations of this summer to have both of the gigafactories up and running, or Austin and Berlin, I don't think the stock's going to do anything. But if we get delays on these, we could see the stock pull back on those. And that's because it's just going to be Wall Street again at their desk going, Tesla misses their estimates again. Sell. It's so stupid. In my opinion, though, write this down. If Tesla misses or delays Berlin and Austin, which could potentially delay the S and the Cybertruck and the semi-truck, folks, it's going to be a buying opportunity. It means you have more time to save more money and keep buying the stock before it goes back on its journey to the moon. So if the factories get delayed, buy. And I know that sounds counterintuitive, but folks, buy it. Now, if the factories are on the same course of production or still expected to open in the middle of 2021, I don't think we're going to see any dramatic change in the stock because of that. Now, these factories are going to be crucial for not only the 4680 cells, but also for the Semi and Cybertruck. So that's why, you know, we want these factories up and running, because as soon as we start getting the Semis and Cybertrucks out on the road, we're going to know not only what's the margin for these vehicles, but what is the adoption like? Are companies adopting these for their fleets? Are they actually buying them and then rebuying them? So there's a lot of excitement to get these vehicles out on the road. I don't mind being patient with Tesla though, because the more patient I am with Tesla, the longer I have to keep buying the stock before before the growth just gets milked out of it. It's still got enough growth in it to where I'm loving it. Now here's something regarding gigafactories that actually could be needle moving. What could be needle moving is a new gigafactory potentially getting identified or produced. If we get a new giga in China, folks, go all in. This will be huge validation that China, like the country, is reiterating their support for Tesla, which we already know right now they love Tesla, but there are a lot of Wall Street folks who are like, I don't know. We want this. If we get more validation from China, I mean, we're already expanding the Shanghai plant, but if we get more validation from China here, and maybe Tesla's even building another giga somewhere in the country, that would be big. Remember that China is the largest EV purchaser in the world, with about 40% of all EVs getting bought in China. Another gigafactory puts the boot on the throats of NIO and XPeng. It gets Tesla moving faster. It gets Tesla producing more vehicles in a place where it's cheaper to produce them. It gives more demand to the battery manufacturer CATL in China, where Tesla is using more inexpensive batteries to produce their vehicles. Tesla is blowing up in China, and another factory there could be awesome. Might not be necessary because, again, they're already expanding Shanghai. They're doubling the size of Shanghai, so probably not. That could just be a hope play, but hey, you could dream, right? Oh, and don't get me wrong, when I talk about NIO and XPeng, I'm bullish on those companies as well, but Tesla's still number one right now. Now, what's more likely going to happen, though, over another Tesla gigafactory in China is maybe a Giga India. Now, personally, I don't think we're going to see Giga India actually launch until 2023 or 24, when we have a cheaper car, like a $25,000 car or even a $19,000 Tesla. That could really be a future play, so this could be really premature. But we already know that Tesla's scouting for sites in India, so it's possible that we hear something about Tesla Giga India, or they could blow this one off because right now it's probably too premature. Who knows? If they come out and say something like, yeah, we're doing Tesla India and we're going to announce that we're doing a Model 3 there and a Model Y, that'll actually be a surprise. And that would surprise to the upside. That would be very good. I don't think they're going to do this until they have a less expensive car, but who knows? Who knows? We will see. It would be good if they announced the Tesla India, no matter what. Remember, Elon Musk has a goal of having a Tesla Gigafactory on every continent, which I do wonder who he's going to be selling these Teslas to in Antarctica, but he did say every continent, so we'll have to figure that one out when that day comes. Catalyst number 5, full self-driving betas. If Elon Musk finally lets people opt in to get the full self-driving beta within the next few months, we could see a ton of people buy the full self-driving subscription package, which now costs $10,000. I got the package back when it was like $7,500. My car before that already had enhanced autopilot. I upgraded to enhanced autopilot back when I bought the car in 2017. So the difference for me right now, for having paid the extra $7,500, which is now $10,000, is literally zero. I have zero benefit right now. And the reason I have zero benefit is because I am not in the darn full self-driving beta. And I think a lot of people are going to wait to potentially buy full self-driving until they can actually do something with it. Now, full self-driving right now is sort of randomly handed out to a few people as a beta test. But if we got some kind of more larger scale option for people to get into the full self-driving beta, that could be very powerful to push more people to buy the FSD subscription. That, in my opinion, is basically free money. It's basically free money that Tesla is printing by having people sign up for these updates, especially if Elon Musk says he's going to raise the price again. Then there'll be a rush of sales. It'll be nuts. There'll be as many people going for full self-driving as there are people going to the links down below to sign up for Robinhood and get 4 free stocks. That's Robinhood. So if you don't have Robinhood yet, use the link down below, sign up, and you'll get 4 free stocks. 1 when you sign up within a day, and 4 by February 1st, as long as you link your bank account. So Getting full self-driving out there en masse more will also help Tesla teach their algorithm more. The more people you have using it, the more miles you get driven, the more edge cases you run into, and that would be really, really good for Tesla. We want Tesla to be as ahead as possible in their autonomous driving. And right now, I think Tesla is the only company out there that I'm aware that's actually allowing even some full self-driving betas in a consumer car. So getting more people using this is going to keep Tesla ahead of the game longer, and they're going to grow faster because of that. So that could be a needle mover, although we don't even have a rumor right now that that's going to happen. Number 6, zero emission vehicle credits, ZEV credits. So Tesla gets a lot of flack for taking these credits, which obviously they're going to take, but they get a lot of flack because a lot of Wall Streeters are like, oh, well, Tesla's barely profitable when you take out the credits, and the credits aren't going to last forever. Yes, the credits won't last forever, but under Biden, they're going to last for a while. They're literally like giving steroid shots to somebody who's already the fastest runner on the track. And the dude getting the shots doesn't mind because when it comes to ZEV credits, there are no side effects. Which, remember, Tesla gets these energy credits because they produce zero emission vehicles, and other companies that produce stinky cars or cars that do emit, that are polluters, they basically have to pay a forced tax by paying Tesla for these rights to pollute the environment. So Tesla pollutes zero with their vehicles, where other companies produce a lot of pollutants. They have to pay Tesla for Tesla's credits to sort of offset the pollution that they put out there. So hey, basically free money for Tesla. Why not take it? Tesla gets made fun of for that. Who cares? It doesn't matter. Next, number 7, vehicle delivery guidance. Now, a lot of people are looking at this as the only thing that matters. I think that's a mistake. Yes, vehicle guidance does matter. It does matter how optimistic Tesla is on how many vehicles they're going to deliver in 2021. Is it going to be 800,000, 850,000, 900,000? I'm personally hoping they come out and go, boys and girls, we're going to 1 million cars this year. That would be a needle mover. Yes, that would be great. But I don't think we're going to get a lot of hype from Tesla on vehicle guidance. Maybe we will, but I don't think we will. I think we'll get a modest estimate here. I think we're more likely to get hype on the Model S Plaid and the Cybertruck than we are on actual production delivery guidance. Production and delivery guidance. We'll see, though. So, what are the big needle movers summarized? Well, the top 2, in my opinion, vehicle margin and energy deployments, and also energy margin. New products, in my opinion, won't really move the needle until they actually come out, and the stock usually falls after new product reveals or updates on those. A new surprise Chinese gigafactory or a lot of optimism about having a lower priced vehicle set to go or in plans for India, yeah, that would be pretty big. Even a new vehicle in China, like a lower priced vehicle in China, that would be pretty big as well. But as with most events, we might see a stock market that sells the news here. So while I don't want Tesla to fall, if it does, I'm going to be shopping this stock. I will buy it after hours, and I will be buying this. Robinhood allows after-hour trades as well. We'll see. It'll be entertaining. If it is outside the Robinhood window, I will be using Webull to buy in after hours. But right now, I just have to remind you to get your 4 free stocks with Robinhood. You don't have to deposit any money. Just sign up, link your bank account, and you'll get 4 free stocks, 1 within 24 hours, and 3 more on February 1st. It's a special creator offer. Use that special link down below. In the meantime, let's hope that Tesla long run goes to the moon, but for now, I'll take a little bit of softness to keep buying on Tesla. If Tesla falls under 800, I will buy this stock heavily tomorrow. I'm excited to see what happens. Folks, thank you so very much for watching. We will see you in the next one.